Welcome back, everyone. This is Polly from Polly's Pretties coming at you tonight with a DIY, I guess is what we'll call it. These are going to be little pumpkins when I finish them. I wanted to say hi first. I'll bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing, so I hope I won't make you sick. Alright, let's get you down in here. Okay, the first thing you're going to see is I've made 2 sleeves. And what I did was I just sewed up both sides, and the bottom was already closed. So that helped me in that aspect. You leave the top open. You're going to need 2 rubber bands, 1 for each. And you'll need some stuffing. Polyester fiber fill is what I'm using, because I like the way it mushes. Sorry about the rattling as I open it. Okay, maybe we can get this done. Okay, rattle, rattle, rattle. Alright, now we got that open. Yeah, it's fine. Alright.
Because I can see more here than anywhere.
You're going to take handfuls of the stuffing and you're going to stuff it into your bag by the handful until you get this, the desired fluffiness, I guess we'll call it, that you want. So, and we're going to do this for 2 because I'm making 1 to give away. Okay. Get this down in there. Okay. Oh, I got some fluffy on my sleeve. Look at there. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Let's see how fat we want to make our pumpkin here. And give it another stuff here and see. So I don't want them too tall, but I don't want them too short. And you definitely want to get that stuffing squashed down in it. I know that sounds weird, squashing the stuffing in it, but you do really want to. That way you can tell what's actually in there and how full it is. So. Okay. That might be alright, actually. Okay, like I said, stuff it to your desired consistency, like if you want it super hard stuffed. If you kind of want it kind of soft and just squishy, okay, it's your choice on that. Then you're going to take your rubber band and you're going to hold this like you would a ponytail, and you're going to wrap this rubber band as tight as you can get it around this bag until you can't wrap it anymore. Alrighty, here we go. Wrappy, wrappy, wrap. Okay. Alright. Now, the next thing we're going to do is stuff our other one so that we have them both to the same point of being ready. So there's one. Let me get that string out of the way. Now we will grab some more stuffing and stuff again. Okay. And the material I chose to use is kind of like a, not really a satin necessarily, but it's a softer material, so it doesn't feel rough on the skin. Oopsie. Okay, I don't want quite that much stuffing, my goodness gracious. Okay. Get this in there. I feel like a brute when I'm pulling this stuff apart, I really do. That's about it, Hulk smash. That's what it feels like when you're trying to stuff this stuff into these bags. Okay. We're not going to worry too much about the top of the bag. Like I said, it's not really a big deal. We'll deal with that here in a few. We're just going to see where our stuffing sits when we get it all into place. Okay. Yes, I'm being a little bit rough with mine because I want to make sure that it's where I need it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we're good there. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Alright. And again, you take your rubber band, ponytail this piece of material, and put your rubber band around there as many times as you can get it. Sorry if this is a little fast and making you a little queasy. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying not to go too fast, but I do want to get to the end before my video would happen to cut out on me. This being a new phone and me using it for the first time like this, I'm not sure how long it'll last. So, alright, now we've got our polyester in there and we've got it all stuffed, and I'm just kind of squishing it now a little bit more now that it's, you know, closed. Now, there's my scissors. Jeez. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached, folks. I really would. Alright, now, you see that we have like a big, huge amount of this stuffing. Or not the stuffing, but the material left. Let me scoot you up just a little here. Alright, so we have a lot of this left, and you don't want to have that much. That's just kind of a little too much. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to decipher about how much we really, really want, and we're going to watch our fingers so we don't cut them. I already did that once, don't want to do a repeat. And we're going to cut the top off. And you can discard it, you can keep it, you can do whatever you want to with it. Maybe you have another project you want to do with it, and we're going to set this guy aside. Now, we're going to do the same thing with our second one. Making sure all of our material is pulled tight. We don't want it to come out of the rubber band at all. Okay, I don't want it quite that much. Maybe there. Cut across. Get rid of that. Alright. Now, we can move our scissors over here out of the way. We're going to close up our stuffing so we don't waste it. Because stuffing's not all that cheap to get either. And I do like to put my stuff back when I'm done. Lovely assistant, would you please go get the gluing of the gun and the sticks and my sewing box, please? It's not my fingers we had to worry about with the glue. Okay. Oh, well, lovely assistant did go get it. Well, then, handsome assistant, please take the stuffing back. Okay. Next, you'll need your glue gun and glue sticks. Okay. And yes, I'm still kind of playing with mine to get it kind of where I want it, basically. Mr. Tad, I need my stuffing took back, please, and my glue gun plugged in, please. And I need the sewing box. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, he's ignoring me. I'm gonna make my video run out. Take this back and get the sewing box of mine, and we need to plug in this glue gun and get it heating up. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all are having a good Monday. Ours has been a little hectic.
Yours has been hectic.
Anyway, over here, and we're going to get out some
Cell phone service.
Yeah, no. Okay, that one doesn't matter. We are going to get into our sewing box because that's where I keep my little string, I guess is what you want to call it, that I'm going to use. I'm going to use orange and white with the purple, yes. I know it sounds crazy, but we're going to do it. So that's what we got. You can use any kind of yarn, string, or twine that you have. Okay. We're not going to even cut into that right at the minute because we need to bring our glue gun closer. And hopefully it is heating up here. Hopefully. Okay. So as you see, I did leave a little tuft. What we're going to do is turn this little tuft into the stem of our pumpkin. Alright? So, in doing so, yes, I'm probably going to keep messing with it and fluffing it. Or defluffing it. This is like a rug yarn. I'll just go ahead and move this and show you. This is like a rug yarn that I picked up at a thrift store. And it's pretty heavy duty, and it's got a little bit of a rougher texture because obviously your stem wouldn't be, you know, as soft. So we're going to use that. How much does it take? Honestly, I've never really measured. I just use it and go. I would say get yourself a big ball because you can never have too much, right? So, that being said, we're just waiting on our glue gun because we're going to start here where the rubber band is. And you work up in a circular motion. I may trim those a little shorter. I think I'm going to, because I'm afraid that's going to be a little too tall for my liking. And you can trim your stem as long, as short as you like. I did a couple in black and white that have pretty long stems, and I like them. But I kind of like to try different amounts of, like, you know, how much I leave. There we go. Yeah, I think those will be good. Alrighty. So, and if you don't have polyester fiber foil, you can use rice. You could use beans. Old socks, you know, anything like that that you have. And the old socks, you know, definitely, obviously, they're going to be, you know, washed and cleaned. They're not going to be yucky and dirty.
Pumpkin's gonna smell nasty.
No, we don't want our pumpkins smelling like gym socks. And the material, since it's for Halloween that we're doing these, you could use like any color material, I guess. Doesn't really have to be orange. Okay, it's starting to get there. Is that going to work? Nope, not yet. Alright. Well, let me move that one off to the side because we can only do one at a time anyway. And we will start with this guy. And I'm going to unwind a fair amount of rope. And you're going to pick out what you want to be your back and your front because you obviously don't want to see the icky back part. So it doesn't really matter to me because I'll probably end up using leaves on this one. And all you're going to do is run a line of glue right along that rubber band. And you don't want to glue your material down in it because then it won't let you do your stem. Once you run your glue, you're going to lay this down on it so that it covers up the rubber band and gives like a permanent closure to your pumpkin. There are tons of tutorials out there on this. Everybody does it different. Everybody has a favorite way. So if my way doesn't work with you, don't be worried about going and looking up a different tutorial. Because like I said, there are plenty out there. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. It is just how it works, you know, how you are comfortable. Okay. You want to make sure that you cover where you have your glue the best you can. Yeah, that's going to be a rough way right there, but we're going to have to. And as you see, this stem is slowly taking shape, going up the piece of material that we left. Okay. And this will definitely give your pumpkin more of a pumpkin look. Oopsie. Okay, now I need the other piece of glue. Okay. I've been wanting to do this tutorial for a couple days. Just couldn't figure out my camera here. Like I said, new phone, and I had to because my other one completely just quit working. It shut off and would not turn back on, period. And to replace the battery, we would have had to taken it back to the dealer and bought one of their batteries and had them open it and do it, and it was basically more cost effective to just buy a new phone. Alright, as you can see now, I'm getting close to the top here, where we don't have quite as much material sticking out. But we're still going to cover this. We don't want that sticking out there. So, what we do, let me get on around here where this little edge is. Okay. And you'll see that some of this row will stick up a little bit. Alright. Okay. Now, on this top part, you're going to go ahead and put your glue right around there like you had been doing, same way, like as if you're doing a row. And you're going to continue to wrap your cording. Now, when you do this, be very careful. One, the glue is still very hot. Two, you want to make sure that it sticks and looks like a stem. You know, to the best of your ability anyway. Okay, bring that around there. Yeah, I need a little bit there. Okay. Alright. Okay. Then we can cut off this piece. Okay, move that over there, and obviously you don't want that sticking up either. So what we're going to do here is a tuck. We're going to put a little bit of glue in there, and we're going to tuck it. See? Just a little bit of glue in a tiny hole that's left, or however much you deem you need to stick your piece of yarn or twine or what have you, and you tuck. Okay, and there's your stem. We're going to go ahead and do that for the other one. And if these lean over, that's fine. Not all pumpkins are perfectly round. So there's that one. Now let's go ahead and get to this one. Okay. I'm going to hold this over again like this. Lay our line of glue. Come on, line of glue. Grab up our decorative twine or whatever it is we're using and begin to wrap again. Ouch. That was my thumb. Okay. There we go. I do hate glue strings. I really do. Alright. Now. see. Ouch. That burned. I got a little bit too crazy with that one, I think. Sometimes I do get a little happy with the glue gun. Before you take my assistant, will you run in and get my leaves, please, out of the drawer?
You have an assistant.
Yeah.
She doesn't know where those are, though. Okay. Ouch. Alrighty. These glue strings are gonna make me batty, so help me goodness. Guess that's alright, they're batty for Halloween. Okay. Lubby. Okay. In case you're wondering, I do have about 3 different assistants that help me at times. One being the son, one being the daughter, and one being the hubs.
The Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord, yeah, that's about it.
The Dark Lord.
Alrighty, let's see. That's on my finger there. Alright. Now.
Do you think you're in a position to be guarded?
This does take a little bit of hot glue with making the stems, but what kind of pumpkin doesn't have a stem, you know? Honestly. So, okay. Sorry if this video is a little long. I'm trying not to make it too long for you, but I do want to make sure that you can see and do everything that I'm doing here. Oh geez, really? Dip it in the glue. Yep. There we go. Now, ouch. That was hot. Okay, getting there. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and cut this off about here. If I need to cut off more, I can. There we go. Now, okay, now the stems are done. Like I said, it does take a little bit wrapping and gluing, but I think it just adds to it. And if you don't like how tall it's sitting once you get your stem done, all you have to do is like squish it around a bit, and it changes the look of it completely. Now, I'm going to bring both of these over here, and we're going to get our bag of fake leaves. You can have big ones, small ones, large ones, whatever you want, as long as you have leaves. And if you don't want to use leaves, that's also okay. It really, you know, you don't have to use them. It's if you want to use them. Whoopsie, I don't want that many of the same one, I don't think. I'm going to dig out pretty much the same ones to decorate these with, because these are both going kind of not the same house, but the same family, we'll say. So, alright. I think we'll start with the orangish leaf. My leaf looks like this. I think we'll start putting it here. Let me move that one, actually. I think we'll put it down here towards the base of our stem. Like that, to leave a hangover on the pumpkin. And this is all your choice on the leaves. You can place your leaves however you like your leaf to go, and wherever you want it to go. This is just my take on it. Everybody's is a little bit different, and you may want it to sit different depending on where you're putting it. And what other colors you're going to have around it. Alright, so there's that one. Now I have a red leaf dug out as well. Looks like this. I thought it would be kind of pretty. I think we're going to move it up a layer right here on this side, so it hangs down just a little on there, but not as much as the orange one. Okay, get in there, you. Do be careful because, like I said, obviously it's hot. You know, it is a glue gun that we're using. But here's the idea. And then you could add a third one up here a little higher, which I'm going to actually. Let me see what color. Do I have a nice yellow? I don't really want yellow with glitter, do I? I didn't use glitter on the other one, so no. I don't think I'll go with glitter on that. Let me see what I've got here quick. I should have had these yellow ones dug out, but okay, we're going to go with those, I think. Because those two look really good. Alright, one's kind of orangey at the bottom. The other one's a little bit less orangey, but that's alright. Let me shake that up a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to take my next one, which looks like this. And I'm going to put it kind of in this open spot here and let it come down. Here we go. Alright, there you have my leaves. And I think it looks kind of cute that way. You could add more, you could add less. It's to each person's preference. You could add smaller leaves, bigger leaves, however. And then if you wanted to, you could, you know, squish it around a little bit more, play with it, get it to sit, you know, however you want it to sit. But that's our first one. Now let's pull this second one over here and get it going. So there's that one now. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to do these in the same order, the orange and then the red and then the yellow. Pop you right there. Okay. Then we'll take our red one. And we'll go up a little more here. Then we're going to turn, grab our yellow, sorry I couldn't share the sewing part of it with you, but my sewing machine, when I sew on it, kind of tends to bounce the whole room around. So, and it's kind of big to lug around places. So, that's why we kind of don't pull the sewing machine out and, you know, take it everywhere. Alright, and then you can just pick your glue strings if you have any, like me, and clean them up. And then, you know, like I said again, you know, squish your pumpkin, make it sit the way you want it, and then there you go, you have your little pumpkin decoration. And it didn't take too much, and the supplies aren't that expensive. I think you can get a package of the leaves for $1 at your local dollar store. The fiber fill, I think that's like $2.98 at Walmart. The yarn's probably about $3. And of course your glue gun and glue sticks and your rubber bands. Anyway, if you stayed till the end, thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the little DIY that I did. If y'all try it, please tag me so I can see it. On Facebook if you do it there, or if you do it on YouTube, please put in there something about Polly's Pretties or something so that I can come look. I'd love to see what y'all create. And until next time, pay it forward, you never know when you might need it. Be nice, it costs nothing. And stay safe out there, folks. Bye-bye.